Right, straight away, I don't want you to feel clickbaited. I don't want to get your hopes up too much. The Easter egg I'm going to show you in this video is very, very small. There's no rewards for it, but it's interesting because it's new. It's something that's been added to the map. So for a bit of context, of course, when Verdansk launched today, the first thing that we did was start checking for Easter eggs. So we went to Bunker 11, and yes, the keypad has a little interact thing, but it says that you can't interact with it right now. We went to check some of the phones that previously activated Bunker 11. None of them are ringing, including the ones that just used to give you the Morse code. Stadium is completely locked up. City Hall has the keypad for the Easter egg, but you can't interact with it at all. So it looks like none of the old Easter eggs are in the game for now, but obviously they're kind of set up so they could be in the game in the future. And that's pretty much what we expected. From the blog post, they said, yeah, Secrets of Verdansk, there's going to be more coming mid-season and I assume in future seasons too. Cassian on my Discord actually went round a bunch of the different bunkers, I think pretty much all of them, and those shacks from Pawn Takes Pawn, like the one by TV Station and Prison, and checked all of the keypads, and they're all the same. You can't use them right now. So none of the old Easter eggs seem to be there. And so far, we haven't found any new proper Easter eggs. We haven't found any leads even. We haven't really seen that many things that stand out as being new. There's no new doors that need a keypad. There's no new bunkers as far as we can tell. If you have found anything while you've been playing, obviously it's a big map, easy for us to miss something. Please let me know in the comments and then we'll check it out in the next stream. But yeah, none of the old Easter eggs work, no new major Easter eggs, but Cassian did find one thing that was super interesting, and that's in Bunker 1. Just in case you can't remember, Bunker 1 is just down here, and it's kind of, if you look at the southern tip of Boneyard and then go west from there into the woods, that's where you'll find it. Sometimes there's a buy station there, which is super helpful to find it. That actually sits on top of the bunker entrance. Now, like I said, the bunkers themselves, the bunker doors, are sealed. But you can still get into the bunker entrances that some of them have, where sometimes there's a handful of crates, sometimes there's some orange crates. It's often worth checking them out if you're in the area anyway. And yeah, Bunker 1 is one of these, and it's a little bit unique out of the ones that we've looked at so far. If you drop down to Bunker 1, you can see there's a big 1 outside of it. That's how we know the bunker numbers for this. We didn't just make them up. Then if you go inside this kind of outer area, you can see on the wall there's this calendar, and it's unlike all the other calendars. There's a picture of a nuclear explosion and then a calendar with April the 22nd circled. Now, don't get too excited and carried away thinking, oh my god, that means something's going to happen on April 22nd. If you look at the days from this calendar, April the 1st was on a Thursday, whereas this year it was on a Tuesday. This is the calendar from 2021. That's when April the 1st was on a Thursday. On April the 22nd, 2021, that's when the destruction of Verdansk event happened. So I'm sure a lot of people have thought, oh, it's weird we're going back to Verdansk with the timeline kind of carrying on, talking about what Hudson's doing and stuff like that. Didn't Verdansk get nuked? Well, like, the story of Warzone is stupid and it doesn't matter. But there's at least a little nod to it here of a calendar saying, hey, April 22nd, that's when Verdansk was destroyed in a nuclear explosion, I guess. Now, this could just be a simple little kind of visual gag. As far as I can tell, it's different from all of the other calendars on the map. It could just be a designer thinking, hey, like, I'm going to put this little Easter egg in just to show that we are acknowledging the destruction of the Verdansk. The screenshot there is actually a screenshot from the cutscene that played during the destruction of Verdansk. And so yeah, that could be it. It's just a visual gag referencing something that we know happened, but in the world of Warzone, they've kind of retconned. They've kind of just ignored it. They've said, hey, that was like a zombies thing. Remember, there were zombies coming from the Vodunoi, that's why the nukes went off. In the normal world of Call of Duty, that's normally quite separate from the zombies universe, that never happened. Now, that's not to say this isn't teasing something else. There's kind of two things that I'm drawing from this. And let's start with the one that's a little bit more out there. Maybe they will still do something on April 22nd, even though it's not the same day it is on the calendar. This time it's on a Tuesday. It's not super unusual for Call of Duty to do something on a Tuesday. Maybe they'll do something, whether that's like opening up another Easter egg, doing some kind of reference thing to the destruction of Verdansk. Who knows? It's like an anniversary of it, I guess. It's like 4 years since it happened. maybe there'll be something in it like that. I don't think it's likely. I think this calendar was pretty much it, but you never know. Now, the other thing that makes it a bit more interesting to me is that it shows that there are small new things that the designers have put in the game that they're hoping for us to find. When we were searching around Verdansk for the first 2 hours, we didn't really find much. Like, I know outside Bunker Zero, there's a little bit of kind of graffiti that is similar to the graffiti that is the hacker used on Rebirth Island in the newer version of Rebirth Island. Maybe that's going to be something in the future, but it doesn't seem like there's anything new we can pick up or interact with. Right now, it feels like we can go find the safes in each area, but that's kind of it. This calendar is giving me a little bit of hope that maybe there's some more other things like that, you know, some tiny little Easter eggs in the more old-fashioned sense of Easter egg, you know, the idea that they're just a little in-joke for people who understand it, for people who get what it's about, not something that's going to change the game dramatically, not some big quest or anything like that, just something where you kind of get the reference and have a little chuckle to yourself. Maybe there's more stuff like that, and so I need your help while you're playing on Verdansk. If you find something out of place like that, something that you don't remember from the original version of Verdansk, particularly things that kind of reference something that's happened, please let me know. I'd love to do a video of kind of all of these new little additions, assuming that that's not the only one. And I do have reason to think that this isn't the only one. You know, in the blog post, they talked about the secrets of Verdansk coming at launch and mid-season. Made me think there's going to be something at launch. In the patch notes, they talked about how there's a new system for picking up keycards and things, which made me think maybe there's something that we can pick up at some point on Warzone that we haven't got access to yet. I've got no idea whether stuff's been activated already or whether we'll get it in a week or whether we will have to wait for mid-season for everything. But it did definitely seem in the blog post like there's meant to be something now. There's meant to be some sort of secrets at launch. And the fact that Beanox and High Moon Studios and Raven all work together on this, Beanox have put Easter eggs in their maps before, and High Moon Studios usually put tons of smaller Easter eggs in their maps. Like, things like Ashika Island or Fortune's Keep had absolutely loads of Easter eggs, and normally each one came with like a little challenge completion. So I'm really hopeful that there is a bunch of stuff like that, and just because Verdansk is so much bigger than a map like Ashika Island or Fortune's Keep, we just haven't found any of that stuff yet. Obviously, over the next few days, I'll be heading into Verdansk and just playing some normal games, but I'll be keeping an eye out too and just looking to see what's what. But yeah, I wanted this video to serve as a little bit of an update for people who are really into Verdansk Easter eggs, Warzone Easter eggs, that we have been looking, we haven't found anything so far, we've tried a bunch of stuff, so I don't feel like we've achieved nothing today. We have ruled out a bunch of separate things, we've kind of managed to eliminate a load of things that we thought might be the Easter eggs. So now we're just going to keep on playing and hope that somebody discovers something over the next few days. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoy my videos in general, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and turn your notifications on, because there's going to be a bunch of Warzone content coming up over the next few weeks. I've been really enjoying it at the moment, and Verdansk has felt pretty great so far, even though it's a little bit familiar. You know, we did play it for a very long time. Still, it is a lot better than Urzikstan. It feels like the games have been a lot more interesting than Urzikstan. We've had a load of cool moments already, which has been absolutely great. So if you enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you for the next one. Also, don't forget to check out my streams. I stream here on YouTube and on Twitch, just Geeky Pastimes on both. So check those out, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.